Hello, 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 my kings and queens, and welcome back to Kings and Queens Manifested. Thank you for tuning in for Motivational Monday. Today we will be discussing part 2, which will be chapter 4 of my book, What's This Mess? More like What's the Message? In chapter 4 is called Healing from Trauma Caused by People and Events. So today we're going to talk about trauma, and then we're going to talk about how to release and heal from trauma. So, what is trauma, and why do many of us suffer from it? Well, let's talk about how trauma comes, how many different ways trauma can come in. So you have emotional trauma, you have physical trauma, you have trauma from death, you have verbal trauma, and then you can also have mental trauma. So there's a wide variety of ranges that trauma really comes in, okay? First one we can discuss is emotional trauma. So ways that we can suffer from emotional trauma, that comes about maybe through experiences of maybe dealing with other people. Maybe somebody was very abusive towards you, emotionally abusive. Always made you feel less than, always made you feel like you weren't worth anything, always made you feel like you were just garbage. That is a example of emotional trauma. Somebody constantly telling you that you can't do something, or somebody constantly putting, negative thoughts and things towards you and causing you to feel like you are like associated with what they're telling you, and it's not true. Okay, another type of trauma, physical trauma. A lot of us has experienced physical trauma. Say, for example, a physically abusive relationship, domestic violence, that is considered physical trauma. Somebody putting their hands on you when they're not supposed to. Somebody just doing anything and everything to destroy your temple. That is physical trauma, physical abuse, physical trauma. Okay? Something else that can go into the category of physical trauma. Something such as a car accident. After you've had a horrible car accident that just traumatized you, now you're afraid to ride in cars. Now you're afraid to go places, or maybe you're afraid of certain vehicles. Me, for example, I was ran off the road by an 18-wheeler. Before that, I feared 18-wheelers. And after that, it doubled, okay? Because now I can't even ride on the road and drive next to a semi without having my anxiety shoot through the roof, okay? So I have a fear of 18-wheelers, being on the road with an 18-wheeler. I'm traumatized from that, so that's one of my traumas. I've been physically abused in prior relationships. I've been through physical trauma. Emotional trauma, I've dealt with that as well. Also, verbal trauma can go into emotional trauma as well, because like I said, what a person says to you can be quite damaging, especially if you're already insecure about whatever it is. And something else death. I can definitely put death in the category of trauma. This is something that is trauma inducing. All of those things are trauma inducing. You know, when people deal with a death in their family, a death of a loved one, whomever it may be, when people deal with that, that is very devastating. It's very heartbreaking, and it's something that a lot of us struggle to heal from. Losing somebody you love or care about is just, it's a horrible feeling. Knowing deep in your heart that you'll never get to talk to this person again, see this person, feel this person. It's a horrible feeling. And many of us do not heal from that. Even people have literally passed away because of them losing a loved one. They can't handle it. They couldn't handle it. And that's something that we definitely have to look out for. We have to find strength. We have to find ways to heal. We have to find ways to overcome these things. Yes, they may hurt. Yes, they are, things that can be very scarring. Things that can be very, just something that you hold on to. Okay? Which brings me to suppressing. Talk about suppressing. Suppressing is when you try to hold it in, hold back, try to hide what's really wrong. When you basically hiding, keeping things hidden. People suffer so much from suppression because we like to try to act as if these things do not have an effect on us. We like to act as if these things are not damaging to us. We think that these things, we think that if we suppress it, it'll go away. We think that if we act as if it never happened, it wouldn't be an issue further down in life. But that's where you're wrong, because I can give good examples of suppression. Okay? Say you've been in a relationship for a really long time, and for whatever reason, that relationship is over with, right? So, because of all of the pain and all the trauma and the things you had to endure during that relationship, you hold on to it. You hold on to the negative thoughts of it, the negative thoughts of the person. Maybe you hold on to negative thoughts of yourself, blaming the other person, all of those things. We end up with regret. We end up with just a bunch of anger, sadness, and those are the main emotions we like to hold on to. We like to hold on to emotion that is not serving to us. We like to hold on to things that are not beneficial for us. So this is where we have to do some self-reflection. We have to do shadow work. We have to go within, see what's really the root cause, what's really the problem, what's really going on deep within us. It's not really even about the people around us. It's not about what we go through. It's not about the situations we have to endure and deal with and get through, the tower moments, all of those things. It's not about that. It's about how you feel about it. It's about how you can heal and overcome it. That's what it's about. So I want to talk about ways to heal, ways to acknowledge what's going on. That's the first thing we need to do, acknowledge. So when it comes to acknowledgement, it's realizing that there's a problem. It's realizing that there's something rooted much more deeper that needs to be handled and dealt with. Okay, so you acknowledge that you're in pain. You acknowledge that you're hurting from this. We acknowledge that we're still having effect from whatever happened. Know that it has never left you. Know that it is still attached to you. That's what the problem is. We have to learn how to detach ourselves. Once we can detach, that's when we can fully heal. Once we can let go of fear, that's when we can truly heal. Once when we let go of what was and realize that it's not always going to be that way. It's not always going to turn out the way we thought it was because of that one incident. Okay, we have to acknowledge these things. And not only do we acknowledge it, like I said before, do not suppress it. Suppression does not work. It doesn't work. Another thing that is not beneficial. A lot of us like to we like to develop toxic behaviors to cope. A lot of us like to reach out for drugs, alcohol, get into toxic behaviors, activities, and do things you wouldn't usually do. But the only reason it's happening is because you're trying to hide pain or cover up. What are you concealing? What are you really concealing? Okay? We can't do that because those things don't even really help us. It just hides what's wrong for the time being. It's another cover-up, another Band-Aid, another way to suppress, another way that does not work. It just makes things worse. Doesn't help. It doesn't help us at all. So now we ask ourselves, how can we recover? How can we truly heal? Well, in my book, I talk about ways to heal. First, reach out. Reach out to anybody, loved ones, family, friends, therapists, psychiatrists. There's so much help and resource out here. You just have to be willing to ask. Willing. Pray to God. Tell God you are struggling. Ask God for help. Ask God to send the right people to you to help heal you, to help you cope, to help you get through these things and overcome it. Ask for people like me. Ask for people to help you, to know what's going on and to not outcast you. Look for help. Okay? No matter how hard it is, all of us have had to reach out one way or another. I'm not ashamed to say that I've went and saw a few therapists and psychiatrists. Growing up, all throughout my life, I've dealt with those people because they helped me get to where I needed to be. Even the best of us need other people. We have to realize we're not strong like that to where we're invincible. We all need help. We all need reassurance. We all need to feel secure. So don't be ashamed to reach out for the help you need. If you feel like whomever you may reach out to might ridicule you or make you feel wrong for how you're feeling, don't go to them. They're not for you. You go to who you feel you are called to. You go to who you feel is going to help you elevate, help you heal, help you overcome. We don't seek for those who's not going to help better your good. 9 times out of 10, the universe will send who you need anyways. Sometimes you don't even have to look. Sometimes the people are right in front of you, have been given to you, have been called to you, have been called to help you. You don't know. You never know. You never know, okay? Our second thing that could help us to heal, get into activities that'll help you release. Get into things that'll help you to release these negative energies, these negative feelings, these negative emotions. Yoga. Yoga is perfect for grounding, calming. It's perfect for balancing. Helps you to realign. It helps you to become one with yourself and one with our highest power. It helps us to heal. Meditation helps us to heal. Go outside into nature. Go to a botanical garden. Go to a huge park. Go somewhere that is healing. Somewhere that feels therapeutic. Somewhere where you can feel high, good vibrations, good energies, love, peace. Okay? Not only that, exercise. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. Work out. Maybe if you have a lot of anger pent up, a lot of anger and animosity, take your butt to the gym. Release all of that. Release it through the gym. Go running. Lift weights. Do whatever you need to do. Do whatever you need to do to release. But do positive things. Do things that is going to help you get to a better place. Okay? Just do those things. That's all we need in life. It's just ways to heal. Better ways to cope. Okay? Just better ways. That's all we need sometimes in life. Okay, so I just hope this really helped you guys out a lot. I hope this was healing for you. I hope this helped you to really take a look at yourself, take a look at what's around you, take a look at who you're dealing with. I hope those things really helped you out. I hope what I'm saying is helping you. And I hope you guys are having a beautiful Monday. Today is Motivational Monday, and I want to motivate you guys to the best of my ability. Okay? I just want to see people happy, see people doing better. All right? So, I thank you guys for tuning in to Kings and Queens Manifested today. I love you, my kings and queens. If you guys are interested in purchasing my book, What's This Mess? More like What's the Message? I will leave the link for you in the description. Also, if you would like to follow my other channels and platforms, they will also be in the description. And if you would like to help and send any donations for my journey and to help me deliver these messages to you guys, to help me progress better, to help me with this entire process, feel free. Go ahead. All of those, my payment methods and stuff, all of that is in the description as well. I thank you guys for all the love and support. I thank you guys for continuing to be on this journey with me and staying with me for as long as you have. I love you guys, and I'll catch you next time on Kings and Queens Manifested. I love you guys.